Hey Toolerinos, how many of you know what you're looking at there? I myself was always curious about what true wrought iron looked like, because it's hard to come by. And my coworker who does the blacksmithing managed to find this with a metal detector on his property. And it is a piece of wrought iron in the form of an old railroad spike. How about that? So this has got to be, from the 1800s, and I always was told wrought iron had grain to it, kind of like a wood grain. So I assumed it would be sort of layered. But you could see there's layers on this side, but you can also see when you rotate it, there's layers on that side, which makes me think it's not really layers per se as much as it's fibers, right? So it's kind of like rope. It's kind of like a rope of steel or iron. So very interesting. I just thought I'd share that with you guys, so that if you've not seen what wrought iron looks like, how the material is oriented like that, I just thought it would be interesting to show it off. So there you go, wrought iron. There's another spot. See how it kind of gets encased in rust, and you have to kind of chip it off to get to the still intact material underneath. I don't know. I just find that super interesting, how things used to be made. Hey Toolerinos, we all love our oil cans, right? And this goldenrod from previous video has this flared out bottom to make it more stable, so it doesn't fall over so easily. So it's awesome, right? A lot of times you see oil cans like that, and they're just straight bottom, and they fall over too easily because they're top heavy on one side, especially if they have a long oiling rod like this. And this is a pretty nice oil can. Let's see, it's K&P Manufacturing Company, Minneapolis, Minnesota. So it's a nice oiler, but wants to fall over, right? Well, I picked this up at an estate sale, and look what was still attached to it. They had a little flared out base that you could set it in so it doesn't fall over. Pretty nice, huh? Maybe a lot of them came like this, but they got lost. The little support got lost after a while, right? There it is, KP Manufacturing Company, Minneapolis, Minnesota, patent pending. Yeah, they patented it. That's why it's not on everything. Or they tried to patent it. I don't know, I'm going to have to look up that company and see if I can find a patent. If I do, it'll be inserted. Hey Toolerinos, I bet you're wondering what's attached to this arm. It is something I've been looking for a long time. I now have a proper industrial grade light of truth. Look at how well it magnifies. And it's got the fluorescent ring light underneath, and it works. So this is going to make a great addition to my shop. And it is, a heavy duty type grade. And the best part, I picked it up at Buckeye Salvage in Canton, Ohio for only $20. Looking at the cord and everything, I would say this is probably a 70s or 80s model. It's not super old, but it works perfectly. So, huzzah! New addition to the shop. Alright, Toolerinos, what we have here is a real mystery tool. It's not a mystery of what it does, but it is a mystery for its brand, because I can find nothing online about it. So if anyone's ever heard of this or can give me any additional directions as where to find anything, please let me know in the comments. Speedwell Tool Corp, Cleveland, Ohio. And the rest of this is just barely legible, but there's a better image inside. So inside we've got this, on the underside it says NMB 100 with operating instructions. So it tells you how to work it. It tells you how to maintenance it or not maintenance it, as the case may be. And to stop the motor before changing the selector. There's a lot of great information on these, which we will look at in a moment. But there it is. The Speedwell model NMB 100. Speedwell Tool Corp, Cleveland, Ohio. Patent pending. Patent under one or more of the following patent numbers. So I will look up those patents and see what they show us. In here we have what looks like it used to hold a drill bit, and it says the Speedwell Tool Corp, Masonry Drilling, 1392 Cranford Avenue, Cleveland, Ohio 44107, with a phone number. And going to Google now, there is nothing there. You know, there's like a house, so I'm assuming somebody was running this business out of their house and they were really having this manufactured under contract by someone else, because there's no evidence of manufacturing at that site. There's a big rubber handle for screwing into either side for added grip. There's a big back handle to go on the back up there, facing that way. And here's the chuck. Check it out. Has like 6 jaws in there to grip. And let's see what the inside looks like. And this thing's heavy. It's got a roller bearing around the inside there. And that sort of slanted, fluted part to mate up with that inside there. If we look at the paperwork here, we've got, oh, stop moving. We've got a price list, and they've got their little speedy running man there, and it tells you what size shanks you can use, and lists all these different sizes, and the part numbers, and the price for each. Sold by Gray Bar only, so I guess that was some sort of supplier at the time. So interesting. And then there's this, you know, it would have been in some sort of binder for a salesperson or something, or at a store. Lightweight Speedwell, rotary impact tool, selective action, drill or rotary impact with the same tool. Lighter than competitive models, no oiling or maintenance required. 9,250 impact pounds per minute. Lifetime guarantee, etc., etc., etc. So it says here, lightweight, the new Speedwell tool weighs only 17.5 pounds, yet does the same job as other tools weighing up to 45 pounds. Ideal for overhead and scaffolding work or any tight spot. Overhead, 17.5 pound drill, impacting, boy, not for me. But there's the image of what used to be on the front. So that's the logo that used to be on the front, and that's what the drill looked like. And you could see it had an array of bits, and the handle set onto the side there. It was only $267 back whenever this was new, which I have not figured out, but I'm assuming it was in the 70s, maybe late 60s. The finest money can buy Speedwell masonry carbide drill bits. 50 to 100% longer drill life. GE Carbally tip. And you got some more advertising here. So, as I said, I looked online. I cannot find anything about a tool company called Speedwell. I find all kinds of stuff about an old car brand from way back in the day that was called Speedwell, and it was made, I think, in the Dayton area. So there's just not an easy thing to find. If there's anything out there, I haven't found it yet. And I wanted to look inside here at this jaw, because it has 6 teeth. Okay. I've never taken apart an impact drill before. I guess that's the plunger for pushing. Are they held in with rubber? Oh, there it went. So yeah, it's like a squishy rubber that holds these tapered pieces to function like a jaw. Oh, it says something there. Jacobs. Patented. Hey, it's kind of hard to read. Let's try the new light of truth. Alright, well, it's a little bit dirty in there, but I think I'm reading the numbers alright. Alright, so that's the new mystery tool. If anybody has seen one of these, has one of these, has used one of these, has heard of this company, knows anything about it at all, please let me know in the comments, because I just find it a fascinating mystery, but mysteries you don't solve have a way of gnawing at you. So let me know if anybody has any info or ideas of where to find info. Alright. Thanks for watching. Bye.